Round of applause to you. I am so happy you're watching me right now because you have taken that initiative, that next step to discover how you are built to take your wisdom and turn it into your legacy work. How exciting is that? Doesn't that sound good? So if you're here, you're not here because you want to make a quick buck, because if you are, then I'm not the person for you. But if you're here because you want to take all the experience you have accomplished and accumulated so far with your lived struggles and challenges, that's become now your wisdom, and you want to turn that into your legacy work, then you're in the right spot. So I'm all about making impact in people's lives to be of service. This is what this is all about. I want to impact people, women, especially influential visionary women like yourself, so that you can take on everything that you've accomplished so far, but make a much more of an impact and impact people's lives, but in your way, not in somebody else's way, in your unique way based on your energetics. So you're in the right place for that. And what I will share in this video is it will give you the framework that I have refined and tested that has helped me get to where I am today. And if you follow this 6-phase transformative formula, this framework that I've created, you will get to the same stage as well. So what I will do in this session is give you an overall of what those 6 steps look like. And then what I will do then is take the first 2 steps, so you can from one step to the next, and then you can see how you can be able to discover certain things about yourself, and you can transform to the next level. And this will be like the beginning journey, the initiative to how you can build a legacy, a body of work that represents you, that is built to that feels good to you, that is fulfilling, that is purpose-led, and is here to help impact the lives of others, but also your own life. You want to build a life, a working life, or a body of work that transcends generations, that isn't here just for one day and then forgotten the next. You want to be here to preserve what it is that you know, so that you can help people that you know now and for future generations. And why not be that role model for your kids if you're a parent? So this is what this is all about. So I'm going to go through this right now. So at the moment, I'm sharing with you my mentorship page, but don't worry, this is just because the framework is shown on here. So I'm not selling my mentorship. I'm just showing you what I offer if ever you do decide to go deep with me. But what is shown on this website, is this page, is the framework, the 6-phase framework. So again, this isn't another course that you have to follow to be online. The way I share my mentorship is really cool and not invasive and not like pressurized. I'm more about in your own time. You take the information, I support you with the information, you take it on board, you contemplate, and everything's done through audio as well, because I like audio and I feel audio is a chance for you to be able to listen to what I have to say, but then you take on the information that applies to you. So that's how I share and support my clients. So, but I won't go into that now. I'm just going to show you the 6 steps. So you are here because you are experienced, but you're ready to rewrite the rules of your work legacy. That's why you're here. Okay. So, and of course, you don't want to be told. You want to redesign your work around who you are, not who you've been told to be. And that's what I'm all about. This is all about being naturally yourself and not somebody that people expect you to be to do the job that you're doing, whether you're corporate, your own business, or you just want to create something unique to you, like a book, you want to write a book or whatever. This is going to reflect who you are. It's not reflecting anybody else. So this is what I'm all about unique authenticity, originality. So if you're in your kind of 40 plus, this is where midlife, not crisis, this is midlife calling, as I call it. And so this is you onwards. So if you're 40 plus, 50, 60, this is awesome for you. So if you're kind of in that mindset of like, I have too much experience to feel this lost. I'm ready for work that means something. I want to help people, but in my way, not through someone else's process. I'm successful, but I feel like I'm pretending. And I've built the work, but it doesn't feel like me. Okay, or mine, then these are probably the things that you might be kind of thinking about within yourself. Then this probably means that you're ready for the next step. You're ready to initiate your legacy work. So I have created a framework, so it makes it easier to extract the essential information insights that gives you the epiphanies, the aha moments that will take you to the next step. It will transform you from A to B, from B to C, etc. So it's called the unique framework, and each letter represents a phase. So there's 6 phases. So we'll start off with phase 1, U, which stands for unleash your genius. So if you don't already know, I use human design and the gene keys to support myself and as well as clients to give them the insights that they need to know that reflects who they are, their personality, their gifts and talents. Everything is all written in human design. How you take the information and how you the level of frequency that you're in, whether you're in the shadows of the gifts or the high expression, that is totally something that you have to understand and experience yourself. So whenever in the lowest expression of a certain trait or gift or quality, sorry, that's my phone, that means that you might not be able to step up and be that person you're meant to be able to share your work. Whereas if you kind of move to the highest expression, the high frequency level, that is when people will listen to you, will wake up to what you have to share. So human design and gene keys provides all that information. So what I have done is I have a system, a website that you can download, so you can get your body graph chart, and it gives you basic insights into your human design, your type, your profile, public role. All this gives you insights into how you operate naturally with others and how you work. So what I have made easy for you guys is I provide personalized blueprints based on your human design body graph charts. I give these to you, and it's from the information provided that you can unleash your genius. The next step is understand how you're authentically here to be, so that you are playing a role that is authentically you showing up and not somebody you're not meant to be. You are showing up as your natural being, which is essential because it's all about the energetics. People can vibe with when they know that when you're lying or when you are not being your true self, or when you're emanating something that doesn't coincide with what you're saying. People can feel that. So you need to be absolutely authentic and identify with your natural being your true self. So this is what I'm going to share with you as a transformative step. So let me just start with Unleash Your Genius, the first one. And in the first one, you're going to discover what you're naturally gifted at, your zone of genius. And this is based on your 4 core qualities, which represents 70% of your whole personality. So this is absolutely vital to understand, because it's how you show up, it's how you lead, it's how people feel you, and your superpowers here. Some people have them, and it's something that you can have either one, you can have 8 or 9. It all depends on how you are energetically built. God, I can't say that word. So I found myself, I only have one superpower because I'm very open. So this is another thing that human design shows us, whether sometimes when we have a lot of open energy centers, it means we take on a lot of other people's energy frequency, but this becomes a lot of wisdom for us. So yes, it's we have a lot to deal with in terms of struggles, but that if we live in the highest frequency, we learn lessons from those struggles, it becomes our wisdom. And this is exactly what you discover if you do take on going through this whole framework. So yeah, unless you're genius, you need to understand what your zone of genius is. I'll give you an example for myself. My biggest gift, I guess, which represents 70%, is I'm a visionary guide. So I'm showing you right now how I can give you different perspectives on how you see yourself, how you work, how you can create a body of work that is different to what you've known from a 9 to 5, or creating a business that doesn't align with who you are. So this is me giving you alternatives on how you can discover your own and build your own based on human design and the gene keys. Not a lot of people are doing that. So this is me not giving you just one side. I'm giving you an overall perspective on how you can change the way you think about how you work. So in this phase, you'll reveal what energizes and excites you to create. And it's from here that you'll be able to get an idea of what it is that you can create based on your zone of genius. Where you've been living by shoulds instead of soul. Soul is like from the heart, what wants to emerge now as your next expression of work. So if you're kind of stuck in the idea phase, this might give you a bit more information about what idea you can take on to, build that work that you want to build. So the next phase will be phase 2N. N stands for naturalness. I was just saying before how you have to really identify as being you. Stop being somebody else you're not, because it's not going to land. And if you are telling a lie. You are lying to yourself. You're lying to others. So you really need to show off your most authentic self, because we need to shed outdated roles and step into who you really are. Okay. So in this path, you'll embody your authentic self-expression over performance. So no more performing and trying to be somebody you're not. Shed outdated roles and beliefs and personas. Anchor into your unique energetic identity. Rebuild your self-trust and personal authority. So we all have a unique way of making decisions, and in the past, we've either asked people to help us with making decisions, or we just make the wrong decisions, just thinking from our mind. But here you'll learn how to use your inner guidance, your inner compass, to make the right decision, so that you can rely more on yourself rather than others, which I've found fascinating and very helpful. And confidence. And once you get that self-empowerment and self-trust, you'd have the confidence in you being natural and you making the right decisions. So that's phase 2. Phase 3 is for integrity. So I'm somebody who's tried out all the systems because I'm a systems girl. I love testing new systems, seeing how it works and how I can work with my own work and creation. And I've tried them all, from audiobooks to ebooks to, well, you name it, I've done it. Creating courses, memberships, I've done it all. So my trial and error and experimenting has given me a lot of wisdom, which can allow me to support you in finding something that will align with how you energetically work, because we all work in our own unique way. Not everybody's built for a 9 to 5, and not everybody's built to work in teams. Some are built to work alone. So all these can be found in this phase, and it's central to know, because this then allows you to realize how you need to work in a way that nourishes you rather than burns you out. So you'll get to know what your ideal work structure is, culture and collaborators, design your ideal work environment and structure, as mentioned, a workflow that fits your daily lifestyle, define your ideal work structure, and build systems that support ease and not burnout. Because it's kind of like, how do you say, because this is where your vision starts taking form, because here you'll be able to define how your work flows, how you whether you need people to help you with your work, as in transmitting of information. All this really helps to get your work done, to make you efficient in how you work. So it's fascinating when you know whether you work better in groups or not. Next is quirk, Q. So unique Q. We're on the Q now. And this is where you will learn how to express with originality, because if you're in an industry that's quite popular, you want to stand out to be able to magnetize the people who you're meant to help or serve, or share your work. So this is where you're going to express the essence of your work with clarity and heart. So Your quirk is a part of your magic, and here you learn how to communicate your vision, story, and soul mission based on how you're here to communicate your message. Within human design, there is an aspect which is what you're here to communicate, and it's or teach and share. And you'll learn about this in this section. You'll also understand your influential voice and how you're meant to share and speak, because how you share, the way you use your voice can be done in different ways. And if you understand how yours naturally expresses, this will help with how to share your work. And discover how to speak and share with natural confidence. This will help with the confidence part as well. The next one is you. We're on you, and it's for uplift. And I use this word uplift because it's I like to use this embodied feminine leadership. So leadership in the way that is uplifting people, not telling them what to do, but encouraging them, empowering them. For me, that's how I use feminine leadership. So it's you're here to become the kind of leader others trust, follow, and feel uplifted by. And that's what this is all about. So within human design, there are aspects of your how you lead naturally, and some of us might have a lot of qualities of leadership, and some of us might have just one. Whatever shows up for you, if you lean more into that and you embody the most feminine way of sharing and leading others, this will help you to show up in a way that is authentic, and people will appreciate how you are leading with your work. So in this part, you're not here to push or improve. You're here to lead with presence and influence without force. So in this part, you'll explore inspiring others through grounded presence, redefine leadership on your own terms, embody a new era of feminine leadership, which is the new era of how we are meant to lead, which is calm, magnetic, and honest, and what we're seeing right now, and learn how you're naturally built to work, lead, and show up. And the last phase, we're now on to E, which represents embody. So this is how you are going to take everything that you've understood and learned about yourself before, and now bring it together and start to embody living your legacy now, because your legacy has to start somewhere. It's not when you're gone, then it's there. It's you start it, you build it now, you integrate it, you implement it, and then you push it out to the people you're here to serve, and this will become your legacy moving forward. It will just continue and helping others after you. So here you can anchor your next level self and live the contribution only you can make. This is completely unique to you. You're not copying anybody else, right? Based on everything that you've just learned beforehand. It's time to step into your highest contribution and claim your place as a legacy creator. So this final step is where everything integrates. You'll emerge as a woman who is no longer just building a business or a project or writing a book. It has to be represented by you from your wisdom, from what you've learned and lived so far. One that honors your truth and it creates lasting impact. So in this part, you're going to anchor your X factor and unique presence. We all have something unique about us, and sometimes we can't see it in ourselves. But what human design does, there is an aspect of us that is, when we lean into that, it's our quirk. It's our unique way of doing things that is different from other people. So in this part, you're going to understand what that is. So that's really cool to know, because this was going to make you different and stand out from the rest, make you original, which is a lot of people just don't really realize that they have to be original and stop copying what other people are doing. Define the legacy you're here to lead. So it's all going to come together for here. And I love this part, 40 onwards, 38, 39, 40 onwards, there's an aspect in human design that gives you insights into this is, I guess, the midlife calling. It gives you the direction that you ideally should take in order to live out your purpose. And it's called future direction. And this is key to know, because once you know this, you can kind of take what you've learned so far and move that towards this future direction. That will help you live in your purpose-led life that you're looking for. And it's when you do follow that correct path, it can look in so many different ways, but once you understand what the future direction looks like, then that's when prosperity will come through ease, truth, and feminine wisdom, because you on the right path. So it's very, very exciting, this part. I do love this. So I'll quickly just share with you the two aspects. So from you to N, so from unleash your genius to naturalness. So what I will do is I will share an example of